Alright, 007s, welcome back to the channel. And today I want to put you guys on game, either the ones of you who are on a dating app and you're not doing well, or you're thinking about creating a dating app but you're not too sure how to get started. So I want to explain why most guys struggle on dating apps and get into how to fix it, because a lot of people talk about the problem but they don't talk about how to fix it. So what I've noticed is, from my experience on all sorts of dating apps for straight men, is when you first get up there, it's pretty hard to get matches. You know, you might get one match a week or one match a month, or you might match with a bot. And it's because women find 80% of men's dating profile unattractive. Only 20% of men succeed on dating apps. And I asked myself, why is this? Whenever I was going through this, I was like, what does that 20% have that I don't? And I started realizing it's not because they're so physically attractive. I mean, yes, some of them are, and that helps. But the main thing is they put in the work to make their profile stand out from most other guys. The average guy, what does he do? He takes the bathroom selfie, he takes the shirtless gym selfie. His profile is low quality. He doesn't put a lot of thought into his prompts, because having a dating profile that's successful is like running a successful business. You want to know who your target audience is, and you want to present your product in the best light possible. Now, a lot of guys don't think about it like this. They're just like, I'm gonna take this random picture. She should just like me if she's physically attracted to me, but it comes down to more than that, right? So the first question you want to ask yourself is, who's your target audience? Obviously, if you're a straight man, it's women. But what type of woman do you like? Do you like girly girls? Do you like girls that like to travel? Do you like girls who are into nature? Do you like girls who are vegan or into certain things? And you want to tailor your profile to interests or attract those type of women. So if you like women who like to travel and go to nice restaurants, more like bougier girls, you don't want all your profile on your profile just to be pictures of you taking selfies in like the gym or a low quality place. You want to go somewhere nice with a nice outfit. Or if you're into girls who are into nature, maybe you want to post some pictures of you hiking or doing something like that. But most guys don't really put that much effort. They just want to take selfies and half-ass the prompts and expect the greatest result. So what I started realizing is I had to step up my profile away from what the average guy does. Once I started doing that, my matches basically tenfolded. Like, I was going from one or two matches a month to like one or two plus matches a day, just by me saying, okay, I'm going to get a haircut. I'm going to go nice places and get pictures with my friends. You don't have to spend money at these places. Like, there are plenty of places. If you look up on Google, places in my cities that are nice for photos, or sing at places in my city, a lot of the places are free and you can just go there with a friend, or you can buy a tripod and take pictures of your own self. But your pictures are the most important thing. That's what the women see first, and that's what they judge you off of. And whenever you're going out and you're doing things like hobbies or traveling or going somewhere decent, like, it makes it look like you have a life, because women, they are very visual when it comes to, you know, imagination and life and things. Because, like, let's say you take a picture of you at a nice restaurant, she could see you and her there together. Or let's say you take a picture on a vacation, she could imagine you two traveling together. So you kind of want to sell to her imagination. Like I said, it's just like having a business. Whenever you see a very nice car being marketed, you imagine yourself driving it. You imagine yourself, you know, using it for the radio, using it for whatever it is that you like about the car. You can imagine yourself interacting with that. So dating apps are no different. And a lot of guys just don't like putting in the effort. That's why they have bad results. Because whenever you have a good presentation, not only does it make you more attractive, but it's also a conversation starter. Like, for example, I went out with my friends to this famous like mall near my town, right? And whenever I posted the picture outside the mall has nice scenery. Different girls would hit me up and be like, oh, is that so and so mall? And I'd be like, oh yeah. And they'd be like, oh, it's really nice there. I love going there. That's my favorite place to go. Or if you have a pet, like let's say you have a dog and you put a picture of you and your dog, she's gonna ask about your dog. You want to have things that are conversation starters, which leads me into your prompts. So your prompts, if you say a typical Sunday for me is watching NFL, that's not going to be a conversation starter for her to go off of your profile. You know, if you have a woman who's high interest, a lot of the time they will reach out to you first. They'll message you first. So something I'll like to do is on Hinge, I'll say what I order for the table, and I'll say like shots of Everclear. Now, the reason I do this is Everclear is basically known as a really strong, not the greatest tasting, like cheap college kid alcohol. And girls who drink, they'll be like, there's no way I'm drinking Everclear. They'll say something like that, and it'll be a conversation starter. So start to think about whenever you're doing something on your profile, think about it being a way for a girl to reach out to you. You want to make your profile as easy for a girl to reach out to you or to like you as possible. That's why you don't want to just be boring. Usually I don't even use the prompts to talk about myself a lot. I'll use them to just say like random things that'll get her attention. Like I'll say something like, she'll be like unusual skills, like the prompts are unusual skills. I'll be like, I can make minute rice in 50 seconds or something stupid like that. And they'll be like, oh wow, what a useful skill, you know, or whatever. Like you just want to start thinking about who's going to be interacting with your profile. And it's good for you to show some of your personality. A lot of guys are so dry, so serious. I literally be trolling on my profile, and it's an easy conversation starter. So if you present yourself well and know how to use the prompts to get her to message you first, that is when you will start to see way more matches. Because like I said, the average guy, he's setting up his profile in a couple seconds. He's taking selfies or using mirror pictures out of his phone. He's not putting that much effort. And you really, 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 whenever you decide to go get your photos and things done, you really want to make sure that the best way to do it, in my opinion, is you bring multiple outfits and go to like 3 different locations for the photo shoots. And if you want to hire a photographer, you can always do that. I always get my friends to normally take my pictures, and I have a pretty good eye, so I can tell them, okay, hey, I want it like this, hey, I want it like that, because you can get it done with an iPhone. But if you need help, I highly recommend getting a photographer, because a lot of guys consider that trying hard, but the guys who do the best with women are the guys who put the most effort into what they're doing. So if you guys are struggling with matches, please go get a nice haircut, go groom yourself, go put in the effort to take the pictures, and don't be afraid to try to show your personality. A lot of guys think they have to be Mr. Cool, Mr. Aura, and all that stuff. Show your personality in your profile. If you're a funny person, make your profile funny. You obviously want to be able to stand out. Every other guy is so afraid and trying to play it safe versus actually doing what works. It's kind of backwards, and I know it seems backwards. I know they tell you to be Mr. Cool and all this other stuff, but that just simply does not work. That makes for a boring profile. You won't stand out. Some girls will swipe right on you just because you made them laugh. So women, they look at more than what we look at. We look at, is she bad? Swipe right. Women, they'll look at, is he attractive? What type of person does he seem like? Do I see us together? Will we mesh? Women think about all that extra shit too. So yeah, if you're struggling on dating apps to get matches, this video should help you out. Let me know if you want a part 2 with me going more in depth or showing pictures that I use. But anyway, hope I helped you boys out. Make sure y'all subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.